And so, are any of you aware of what, I always have to check myself, Dia de los Muertos is? Day of the Dead, all right. So really quickly, I know in a group this size, sometimes it's a little intimidating to share, but we've already agreed this is a safe space, right? So does anybody want to talk to us about what Day of the Dead is, what that celebration is like? Do any of your family celebrate it? Anybody? Because it's happening right now, right? Like it started yesterday, right?
College interns and mentors step up.
All right, remember, we got somebody who's about to share, so we need everyone's attention.
Hi guys, so the other day, I was talking to my dad about Dia de los Muertos, and he was just explaining how he remembers growing up in Mexico, they had set up, so it's to remember any loved ones that have passed away, and so it's just to dedicate that time to remember them and celebrate their lives. So they would make an altar within the home. If not, then they'd go to wherever they were buried. And then typically, they would make that person's favorite foods in their remembrance, because the belief is that the spirits will come at night and taste each of their favorite dishes. And then family and stuff would obviously also partake in eating the food. So it's just to celebrate that person's life and to remember them. And so there's lots of flowers and stuff they decorate the altars with, and pictures. And they do that if they go to the cemetery too. They'll kind of decorate their wherever they're buried at. So.
Thank you for that very comprehensive explanation. Anybody else want to add to that? I see another hand up. So I guess for us, who grew up, with American culture, it's very similar to Memorial Day, right? You want to celebrate the lives of the loved ones that have gone before us. And if you want a clearer explanation or another explanation, there's just a little, at the bottom of the page, just a little note to kind of help you be mindful of what the Day of the Dead celebration is all about. All right? So, typically what we'll do is we'll look at a poem. So the poem that we're going to read today, or write in response to today, is one that is going to help us kind of think about that celebration of Day of the Dead. So it ties into that whole thought process really well about dealing with death. How many of you are scared to die? I was talking last week, at 51, I've kind of come to terms with my own mortality. I'm just scared of how I will die. I don't want it to be like some horrible car wreck or something like that. But we all think about that. Whether or not we're scared of it is something that we have to contend with. And so one of America's favorite poets, a woman named Mary Oliver, wrote a poem with that thought in mind. And it's called When Death Comes. So it's on the other side of your handout. You got the skeleton at the top, or the skull at the top. On the other side is the poem. When Death Comes by Mary Oliver. When death comes, like the hungry bear in autumn, when death comes and takes all the bright coins from his purse to buy me and snaps the purse shut, when death comes like the measles pox, when death comes like an iceberg between the shoulder blades, I want to step through the door full of curiosity, wondering what it is going to be like, that cottage of darkness. And therefore, I look upon everything as a brotherhood and a sisterhood. And I look upon time as no more than an idea. And I consider eternity as another possibility. And I think of each life as a flower, as common as a field daisy, and as singular. And each name, a comfortable music in the mouth, tended, as all music does, towards silence. And each body a line of courage and something precious to the earth. When it's over, I want to say all my life I was a bride married to amazement, I was the bridegroom taking the world into my arms. When it is over, I don't want to wonder if I have made of my life something particular and real. I don't want to find myself sighing and frightened or full of argument. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. All right. So that's Mary Oliver. You all are now going to have a table discussion about this poem that we just read. First question is, what message do you think the poem is conveying? I think it's pretty straightforward, but I want you all to think about that. What message is this poem trying to deliver? So, does everybody in here understand what a metaphor and a simile is? Does anybody not know? So if I say that, okay, all right. So a metaphor is when you compare two things that are seemingly unalike to make a point. With a metaphor, you don't use what two words? If we use the two words like or as to make a comparison, then what is that? That's a simile. All right. So if I say this place is a zoo, what is that? All right. If I say this diamond shines bright like the sun, what is that? Okay, cool. So I think we got that part. So one of the things this poem is celebrated for is its clever and unique use of simile and metaphor. So in your discussion, see how many metaphors, similes you can find, and discuss which ones of them are your favorites and why. And then the last thing is, anybody know what a bucket list is? Everybody knows? Okay. Think about what is one significant, one important thing you really want to do before you die. Have a discussion about that. Before you kick the bucket. All right, does anybody have any questions? Just discuss those 3 questions at your table, and then we'll come back together for a larger group discussion. Take about 5 minutes to do that, maybe a little bit longer. If anybody needs me, just raise your hand and I'll be happy to come talk.
What are you going to Right in the grandpa. I want to travel. Yeah, I want
to look back. Spanish is fine. That language, I have to leave it to click.
So what are your guys' favorite songs and melodies? I really like the one when Ned just like they play and then it comes like a